fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10 now from the 27. A handoff to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 14 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
So now the Steelers are going to line up and go for 2 here. Throwing is Bridgewater, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Steelers 6, Texans nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. On the return, Phillips. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Texans.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught by Sanders. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Stafford. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stafford looks to throw again. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll return it from the 6. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Made back at the 10-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Steelers 6, Texans nothing.
2nd and 16. Fournette running right. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Down at the
Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Go! 58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Here we go.
1st down, Bridgewater. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Touchdown, defense. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Carl Nassib in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They run it with Balaj. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they move this all the way down to the 9. back to him for 20 and a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Texans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders, 75 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm right.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And hitting Juju on the slant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Double dog, that's the way. Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. You don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Joey Bosa.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Phillips. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders, 81 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And Walker has it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 25 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. On the return, Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Phillips on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
he's into the clear. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And
one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, it's Scott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
42-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go again with Scott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 8. It's a gain of 34. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Texans' 8-yard line.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Again,
a nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
6-yard gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it into Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll run for it with Fournette. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Patrick Queen on the tackle.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
2nd and 15. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
40 got. 40 got. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Hey, give me some.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They'll run on first down. Scott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
1 yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A handoff to Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild